can call me Cam, and welcome to my first YouTube video. So as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be doing a natural hair journey video. I am going to be inserting some pictures here and there. Now I will say I don't really have too many pictures of myself from when I was younger, simply because I didn't really take selfies. I didn't have a camera. That just wasn't a thing that I did. I'm gonna try and find some pictures for you guys so you guys can kind of see like how my hair was when I was little, before I started doing anything, to when I actually started damaging my hair with dyeing and straightening it, and then how I am now with it being dyed, but I still have pretty, healthy natural hair. So if you guys are interested, then just keep on watching. So I want to say that my natural hair journey starts around middle school age. But before I get into that, I want to just quickly share a little story about when I was in 5th grade. Now, when I was in 5th grade for my birthday, I actually asked to get my hair straightened, and my mom let me. Now, this is the very first time I ever got anything done to my hair. Other than that, like, my mom was just styling my hair curly, doing little braids. I had beads, all of that. Funniest thing, though, is when... like, I think it was literally a few days after, like maybe 2 or 3 days after I got my hair straightened, I actually got my hair wet in the shower. And my mom was so mad because she had just paid like all this money to get my hair like professionally straightened, and I just went and got it wet. But the thing is, I thought I had a relaxer. Now, I wanted to start off with saying that because a lot of kids my age in 5th grade had relaxers. I kind of like grew up around relaxers. A lot of people in my, my family had relaxers in their hair, or I had a lot of people, like my friends, family, like they always straightened their hair. So yeah, I want to say I only had like a handful of friends or a handful of family members that kind of like had their natural hair out at that time. Back then, relaxers were the thing, straight hair was the thing. So not a lot of people embrace their curly hair as much as they do nowadays. Or I shouldn't even say their curly hair, just embrace their natural hair like they do nowadays. And I wanted to kind of start off with that because that kind of is the start of my natural hair journey. I had never done anything to my hair until 5th grade when I got it professionally straightened. Now, moving on to 6th grade, this is kind of when things start to go a little downhill. I will say partly it is because I switched schools. I went from basically a majority black school to a majority white school. And not to say that white people can't have curly hair, because obviously I know texture isn't limited to a color. But in my personal situation, the school I went to, a lot of the people around me had silky straight hair, maybe had a little wave to it, you know what I mean? And then there wasn't really a lot of black people there either, so a handful of black people, most of them did have relaxers as well, or they didn't really embrace their natural hair, and they straightened it, so maybe it wasn't permanently relaxed. Maybe it was like the 3rd or 4th day of school. I don't really know, it was so long ago. But I wore my hair out, wore it naturally curly, and a lot of people were like asking me really weird questions, and it was like how do I explain it? They were asking me stuff like, how did you get your hair like that? Or, ooh, why does your hair look like that? It wasn't really anything super positive. But yeah, I wouldn't say it was necessarily bullying or anything. But yeah, I did get a lot of questions once I wore my natural hair out. And it kind of just made me feel a little like an outcast. I mean, I already felt weird because I had just transferred to a school where most kids knew each other from elementary school. And I literally didn't know anyone. I was in a whole new district. So on top of being like the new kid, for people to kind of like come up to me asking me about my hair just wasn't the attention I really wanted. So I will say, ever since then, I had kind of started to hide my hair throughout middle school. I started to straighten it, I started to dye it, do all these little funky things to it. And at the time, I thought it was cool. I mean, you guys are even gonna see, I like cut my own bangs. Like, I really hope I can find a picture of that. But yeah, I like cut my own bangs and everything. But I kid you not, I straightened the heck out of my hair. Like, it was to the point where if I was planning on straightening my hair, I didn't even want to see it curly. Like, I had just grown to just not really like my hair just because a lot of people around me didn't they didn't have curly hair like me, and so I wanted to be kind of like everyone else, you know, like, well, everyone else has straight hair, or everyone else straightens their hair. I want to straighten my hair too. I don't want to wear my curls, you know, because when I wear my curls, I get a bunch of questions that I don't really want to answer because it's weird, you know. So I started to straighten and dye my hair and do all this stuff to it, and I want to thank my mom though, because throughout middle school and high school, you know, my mom did have a relaxer, and I believe she cut her hair either the end of 8th grade or the beginning of my freshman year. And when she cut her hair, she big chopped. This is when like that whole natural hair movement started, you know, like my mom was all over it. She was on YouTube, I was on YouTube, you know, so it's like we kind of were both, you know, just seeing people like do this natural hair journey. And so my mom cut her hair. I kind of thought to myself like, maybe I can go, you know, natural too. Maybe I can stop putting heat on my hair and let go of the flat iron and the curlers and the hair wavers. Like I said, I just want to thank my mom, because if she wouldn't have big chopped, I don't know where I would be. I might have, you know, came on the little natural hair journey as well. I'm not exactly sure where I would be right now if it wasn't for her. Her big chopping eventually led to me cutting off a lot of my heat damage. This was my junior year, I believe. So I'm kind of skipping around, but I don't really have like, well, I'm recording on my phone, so that's basically why. So I don't have like my notes with me. If I seem like I'm jumping around, that's why. But also, for the most part, I was straightening and dyeing my hair from 7th grade to the end of high school, so you know, I don't want to keep repeating the same thing over and over. So when I did cut my hair, I cut it into like an asymmetrical bob, and when I cut it, I cut off honestly most of my heat damage. Now, me big chopping didn't necessarily mean I was stopping using heat, if that makes sense. I didn't throw away, you know, my flat irons and my curlers and whatnot. But for me to big chop, that was a huge thing, because I kind of, you know, was like, well, the heat damage is gone. I'm just going to try and use less heat, and we're just going to see where this goes. When I cut my hair, it was more so like the end of junior year. I think I did it like a little bit after my birthday, so maybe like April or May, like right before school's about to end. So, you know, going into summer, I didn't really use that much heat as well, because again, I've never had a relaxer, so natural hair and the heat, that it just don't last. And so, you know, I like gave my hair more of a break in the summer. Next school year comes around, I found wigs, and once I found wigs in my senior year, that was kind of like, oh, thank God, because I could just, you know, not even really worry about my hair. I never was a fan of sew-ins, so that was just a plus for me as well. Going into college, you know, I was still kind of on the natural hair journey. I stopped using heat less and less. I wasn't really dyeing my hair that much, you know. I was wearing wigs, and when I wasn't wearing wigs, I was wearing my hair natural. That was the start of me actually having healthy hair, because once I cut my hair and I cut down on that heat and I really stopped dyeing my hair, that was kind of like, okay, we can do this. I can have my hair natural. I can let it grow strong and whatnot. And you guys are gonna see, I mean, I don't have my hair out now, but I'll definitely insert some, you know, more recent pictures. And you guys are gonna see, compared to like my freshman year of college to now, you know, my hair growth. I wanna say about, it's 2019, so in 2017, that's actually when I did my coloring. That's when I bleached my hair. And once I bleached my hair, I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with heat. It was like a hand-in-hand thing. If I dyed my hair, I'd be using heat as well. So what I thought to myself is like, okay, well, if I'm gonna do the whole blonde curly hair thing, we're just gonna give up heat, you know? Like, there's no point in having to try and straighten my hair and then trying to keep it healthy from the bleach. Like, it's just like I'm going backwards in a sense. So yeah, I just completely stepped away from heat. I have not straightened my hair since I got it bleached, because when I did get it bleached, it was styled, it was straight, but then after that, no more. And this only took one time bleaching as well, because I get a lot of questions about that, a lot actually. And basically what I did, it was orange. Like, trust me, when I bleached my hair, it was orange. Like most people with dark hair, if you bleach, it's gonna turn orange. Or copper, whatever you want to call it. And basically what I did is I toned it. So again, I was still dyeing my hair in a sense, but I just toned my hair out until it got obviously more ash, less orange. and I got this. And so once I got to around this color, I completely stopped toning it. There's really no need to. I use a purple shampoo once a week to kind of keep that up, and that's basically all I do. With my hair being bleached though, I do want to say I do deep condition twice a week right now, just because it's winter. When it's not winter, I only do once a week, and that has been working for me. It's been keeping my curls, you know, pretty healthy. And if you guys want a more in-depth video, just because I don't want to go too off topic with the whole bleaching and trying to keep your hair curly thing, but if you do want something, a video about how I can dye my hair yet keep it healthy, just let me know. You know, comment it down below, send me a message, you know, if you're from my other social medias, just let me know. So that way I can know like what type of content to put out for you guys. So that's basically it. I haven't used heat in a year and a half, almost 2 years. It's not a full 2 years yet, but it's going on 2 years, so I haven't used heat in a while. I actually am planning on going back to my natural hair color. I want to get one more summer out of this blonde, and coming, you know, next fall, I'm planning on just dyeing my hair back dark and just not touching it anymore, because the blonde is really hard to keep up with. But like I said, I can do a whole video on that if you guys like. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'm gonna be inserting pictures, so I hope you guys like the pictures. I hope you guys like the way I explained it. I did have to re-record this video. This is my second time recording, so I'm really praying I didn't like skip out a whole chunk, and if not, I'm gonna be having to record this again. But yeah, if you guys did like my video, just please remember to like the video if you liked it. And if you want to see more videos, just go ahead and subscribe. Like I said, this is going to be like a hair / lifestyle type of channel. I'm going to be mainly focusing on hair. I've always been interested in YouTube. You know, I've had a YouTube since middle school actually. I used to post videos, but those are never going to see the light of day. But yeah, I really do like YouTube, so I'm gonna get back on it. You know, I'm gonna be consistent, and we're just gonna get the ball rolling with this stuff. But yeah, I feel like I just rambled on, but please subscribe if you want to. I don't know if you guys can see my dog, but this is my dog Ty. And I'll be back next time. Bye.